What I should be doing is warming up, okay? But what was I going to tell you? I was going to tell you a story, and about Scott Smith telling Rick Bardell, or someone from Scott's fucking camp, okay? Put it like this, dog. When I met Scott Smith, he was really, I think that, Nick, okay, how would you, on camera, rate your physical ability to Scott Smith's? Are you at the same caliber, like talent, but you just don't have the same hands, or what? What would you say?
He's got way better hands than I do.
No, he has hands, dog. I'm talking about athletics, okay? If you knew what to do, okay, can you hit the bag like Scott Smith? Okay, if you pretend, put it like this, Scott, I fucking created you, bitch, all right? You didn't know shit. No shit. I'll tell you what, you want to hear about Jamie Hart, okay? This is how it goes. I wasn't introduced to Jamie, okay? And I came in and got hurt, and then when I left, I heard that Cal said something to Jamie that pissed him off, and then, you know what? I fucking, but I didn't like Jamie, okay? And Scotty got a fucking title fight against him. Do you think they didn't fucking set that shit up? Oh, wow. You know what? Cal, would you still allow that fight to happen? Knowing that I was in fucking Scott Smith's camp, and I know lefties inside and fucking out, because Ivan Clark, black pastor, now in San Diego, California, all right? And I'll tell you what, guys, Ivan Clark, I'm going to start talking this. This is getting me. Ivan Clark, Michael Nunn, boxing. Anybody know him? Anybody know him? No? Okay, Michael Nunn, lefty, fucking bad, world champ, all right? He's the guy that James Toney, bad, okay, beat up. Anyways, Ivan was a better athlete than the other guy. You know, I mean, he was up there. And he was a lefty, and he taught me how to fight lefties, okay? And so I created that 9-second knockout. You know what I did? Is I became fucking Jamie Hara. Did I already say this? Oh, yeah, I did before. I became Jamie Hara, and I threw punches on Scott Smith. And you know what? And he covered up, and then he threw that fucking vicious right hand and left hook that he had, okay, on purpose, okay? And then, you know what? From that point on, for a long time, he fucking loved me, okay? And, well, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't there like a year separation between the first and second Jamie Hara fights and Scott Smith? There was does anybody know? Okay, there's like, whatever that, it's like a year. Trust and believe, we were getting our work in. I wasn't getting paid, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can you spare $1? You know what I'm saying? And I was putting my time in. I should have fucking, you know what I should have done? I was dumb, man. I should have said, check this out. See that? I gave you a little taste, bitch, okay? And you know what? What's it going to cost you? And you know what? We could have worked something out for Sasha's pussy if I wasn't married at that time. But you know what? I know that my ex and I, who was fucking fine, right? Check it out. You know, they're not caring. If I want to talk about fight things, you know what? I'll tell you what, guys. Have a nice day, because I don't want to give any secrets away, okay? Any secrets, you know what I'm saying? Anything, because I could create a Scott Smith, and Scott could go to a fucking bar and get in a fight with a Mexican gangbanger and get his fucking, oh no, you blew him up with his hands, you know what? It wasn't a fucking wrestling fight, it was bam, 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 you know, and yeah, and then he came running to me and shit. Oh, parents, you know what? This kid, can I show you? Or would your parents get pissed?
I don't know.
This fucking, well, you know what? When you was rolling, it's all good, but these kids are fucking savage, and they should meet my kids and become friends, okay? And, or you know what? Yeah, they should, because, you know what? Fucking, my kids don't know how to cage fight yet, and they could be the best of friends. Oh, goddamn, you know what? In the 1860s, I'll tell you what, is anybody that can hold this? Or should I just fucking, oh, this is bad. No. No, put it like this. I end this by putting it over here. This is going up on YouTube. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to get this shit famous, guys. Put it like this, Scott Smith. If it wasn't for me, okay, you are, okay, Nick, do you have the same athletics that Scott Smith does?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, You know what, Scott? I'll tell you what. I'll work with him. He's a righty, and you know what? Check it out. Even if he had fine pussy, you know, I don't really even care because I'm about getting Stevie famous and shit. Later, stud. Yeah, it's like this, Scott. I'm trying to get Stevie famous, trying to generate money. So I'm thinking that if you come to the interstate fucking jiu-jitsu championships and spar me, all right? You know, not 6-ounce gloves, dude. We'll put boxing gloves on, man, right? Because, well, would you do that? Would you fuck with me with 6-ounce gloves or whatever it is that we wear and shit? Would you really, Scott? Put it like this. Yeah, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if Mike Rumsey, I'll tell you what, if Scott Smith actually comes to the Golden State Jiu-Jitsu tournament to spar Dan Quinn, you know what? It's going to generate, how many people do you think will come?
Good, about 400, not more.
You think 400 people will come?
We're trying to get 200 to be in the tournament.
Yeah, in the tournament, it's just going to be a lot of people.
Well, you know what?
300 alone.
There's going to be 200 to 300 people alone competing. And do they got to pay to get in the tournament?
Pay to get in, yeah.
Oh, you pay to get in. Really? Okay. And then the winner gets $100. And you know what? They were paying to get in anyways at the other ones, but they weren't getting any money back, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Same, right? They paid and got no money back. Yeah. So that's about as good as it gets. And I'll tell you what, Scott. Well, put it like this. How am I doing, guys? Compared, I mean, you know, what do people say about me? Do they fucking talk shit about me? You know what? I mean, not in here. Put it like this. How much respect do I get in a fucking cage fighting gym filled with savages?
A lot.
Tons, right? So if we were actually out like on the street, okay, and people knew that we were cage fighters and shit, and the people came up and they didn't know us and stuff, and they started fucking like, you know, getting sideways, people might be like, yo, dude, chill, right? Yeah. So, you know what? To all you aging 40-something guys and shit, you know, want to be like this, stevia, it really works. And to Scott Smith, what I say is either snort stevia and pay it forward, okay, and basically, you know, admit that you don't want to fuck with me, just hands, dog, okay, because I'll snatch you, dog. Put it like this, Scott. Seriously, and you want to know the truth, okay? If Scott Smith and I were fucking puppies at the fucking, which one are you going to pick to breed with? Me or really Scott Smith? People would be, question, before I told you what that guy said, okay, the ex-NFL football player, all right, you heard that? Okay? Now, when I tell you that, do you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Before I said that, if you didn't know, you might pick Scott Smith, right? You know, a woman. Not you, okay? Someone, anybody, a guy, all right? It depends on how you say things, man. People are fucking taking shit out on you, all right? Because I think they're jealous. Anyways, yeah, Scott, I'm going to fucking work with Nick, and I'm going to fucking, I'm going to make sure that he doesn't beat up, you know, Norteños that might want to kill him. So, you know, he has to come back and, you know, piss his pants and say, you know what, they're fucking threatening to fucking blow my house and shit, you know? I mean, how did Scotty say it? How did he? You know, you don't know, you know? Only I do, bitch. And, you know, I know that I told my ex, okay, it was fine as fuck, that when we were having sex, you know, the names Scott and Sasha came out, right? Okay. And my ex is fine, right? And know this, but I should have fucking woken up to the fact that she didn't want to fucking. Well, you know what? Anyway, I wasn't even thinking about going in your ass, Scott. But you know, it's like this, dog. It's about how things are fucking asked, and I wouldn't have fucking trained you, okay? And if we were dogs, people would pick me to breed, okay? So if you don't want to have any more kids that might not be like MVP of their basketball teams And let's see, they were the fastest in their school in a 100-yard dash, and just like their dad. And then Daddy, has ex-NFL guys saying that basically, if Sasha wants to have a kid that has a chance in hell of being a non-fighter and a potential football player, fucking call me and I'll hook her up. You know what I'm saying?